Andrew's Doers! Andrew Knows Everything proudly presents a sequel to Adderella based on the story of Cinderella. Adderella 2, Wishes Come True. As this story suggests, it is based on the Adderella sequel. Adderella 2, no, Cinderella 2, Dreams Come True. Let's tell you this story, shall we? Once upon two times, Adderella and Prince Plessy were happily married. Saba said, No fair! I thought he was gonna marry me. Tractus said, Well, I thought he was gonna marry me, Saba. 6 weeks later, Adderella and Prince Plessy dreamed of having a baby. But there's one problem. Saba and Tractus have a few tricks up their sleeves. The fairy godmother chants the magic words. Anne waves her magic wand. Plicity, plue! And traps Saba and Tractus in a bubble to prevent them from breaking into Adderella and Prince Plessy's new marriage home. You won't get away with this, said Saba and Tractus together. Another 6 weeks later, Adderella and Prince Plessy now have their first child, but in the end of the pregnancy, Adderella got sick, and the baby might die. It's a good thing Adderella's fairy godmother knows a spot that can cure, so she chants the magic words, Plicity, plue! And not a minute too soon, Adderella is cured. And so is the baby. However, the spell has a side effect, so it wasn't one baby. It was triplets, 2 boys and 1 girl. The fairy godmother said, I'm sorry, the spell has a side effect. I was worried that the spell might get a side effect like that. Adderella and Prince Plessy aren't upset, though. They were overjoyed instead. Adderella and Prince Plessy now named the triplets Aiden, Alex, and Amy. All names started with the letter A. Meanwhile, Saba and Tractus popped the bubble that Adderella's fairy godmother trapped them in. The King of Multiplying Ham's messenger wakes up from a nap. Says when he sees Saba and Tractus struggling to break into Adderella, Prince Plessy, Aiden, Alex, and Amy. Oh no, they're in trouble. Oh, big trouble. Oh no. And goes over to and tells the King of Multiplying what happened by saying, Your Majesty, your son and daughter are in trouble. They're breaking into Adderella, your daughter-in-law and son's house. The King of Multiplying Hams gets so infuriated that he yells, Sound the alarm! The messenger said, Your Majesty, whatever you say. It blows a trouble alarm. That the king's guards heard and go out to stop Saba and Tractus for breaking in. The captain yells, On the bottle! Saba and Tractus try to escape, but they are too late. And now, Aiden, Alex, and Amy are almost 6 months old now. It's time for Saba and Tractus' Plan B, the fairy godmother of his evil sister. Meanwhile, back at Adderella and Prince Plessy's new home, Aiden, Alex, and Amy can't wait to have their royal birthday party. The fairy godmother, his evil sister, agrees to house Saba and Tractus. The next day is the day of Aiden, Alex, and Amy's royal half-birthday party. And everyone in Multiplying Ham is overjoyed that they gave Aiden, Alex, and Amy everything for their half-birthday. Adderella asks, "What about your gift, father-in-law?" The king of Multiplying Ham takes out 3 magical necklaces. Prince Pussy asks, "Father, what do they do?" He said, "I'm afraid I can only remember one thing they do. Make a wish and rub the jewels on them. Only for emergencies. I cannot remember the rest." Meanwhile, the fairy godmother said Saba and tried to free. The king of Multiplying Ham remembers saw them and said, "Oh no, we're in trouble. Oh, big trouble. Oh no. He goes over to the king and tells him that Saba and Drakta have broken out of their cell and are heading for the party. By saying, "Your Majesty, your daughter-in-law's stepsisters have escaped and are regularly at the party." The king of Multiplying Ham gets so infuriated that he yells, "Sound the alarm!" Again. The messenger said, once again, "Your Majesty, whatever you say." Blows the same tremolo alarm. The king's guards hear it, and they attack Saba and Dracta again and try to put them back into their cell. But the fairy godmother's evil sister's magic is so strong, it's no use. Fortunately, the king of Multiplying Ham said, "Rub the jewels to Aiden, Alex, and Amy." So the triplets said, we wish, Saba and Dracta and the fairy godmother's evil sister are stopped." So they rubbed their necklaces' jewels, and their magic worked. And so Saba and Tractor are back in their cell, and the fairy godmother evil sister explodes and dies due to the triplets' necklaces' sister Jewel's magic. And the half-birthday party is saved! And best of all, Adderella, Prince Plussy, Aiden, Alex, and Amy live happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed Adderella too. Wishes come true. And if you want to see, maybe on June 19, 2025, Adderella Free Love and Glee, maybe this can be an all edition day edition tradition. Take care, Underdoers. Bye.